What's up, guys? This vlog is going to be about the normal stuff, food and exercise, but I'm just going to reintroduce myself. My name is Paul. I've been a trainer for about 21 years, done in the vicinity of 17,000 personal training sessions. The thing that sets today's vlog apart from the others, I'm really going to talk a lot about the mindset that you need to have regarding food to get results, as well as how you program to get results. A more segmented, disciplined lifestyle is going to be what it takes. But don't worry, because it pays off. It pays off for almost everybody doing the right things. Your body works, it's not going to break, you're not going to die, you're not going to suffer from too much discipline. You're just going to get back what you put into it. It is 5:30 in the morning and I am eating on the way to work. I am eating on the go. I am not stressed out. It is okay. Here we go. We're going to start off with a bang, a new PR in the Turkish getup. This is done with a dumbbell because my gym doesn't have heavy enough kettlebells. This is 120 pounds or 53 kilos for 3 reps. The Turkish getup is what I call a patterning exercise. It's a non-specific exercise that fills in the gaps that all of these specific or isolated muscle group exercises leave. Patterning exercises help make your program complete. And now we've got a new exercise that I've been doing a lot lately. It's the hip extension with the band. It's a hamstring exercise, and here I'm doing 30 reps. This is somewhat of an uncommon hamstring exercise, but I'm trying to do a lot of different hamstring stuff right now, strangely to help my ankle mobility. My idea is that with more hip extension, which is a function of the hamstrings, I'll get a little bit more ankle mobility. And now we're downing the first smoothie of the day. I really like this smoothie. It's a myth that you have to eat a bunch of food that you don't like to get results. With that said, you can't have the live to eat mentality in the bodybuilding lifestyle. Here we go, another new exercise, the rotational chest pass. I'm using about a 4-pound med ball. Now, a lot of people don't know what power exercises are. Power exercises are actually exercises that you do with roughly 50% of your maximal weight at maximal speed. So I'm using a light weight and I'm trying to move as fast as possible. And that's roughly describing what a power exercise is. Here we are again, doing supination with the long bar. This is a biceps exercise that's seldomly done, especially with a long bar. I see some people doing it with the dumbbell, but that's incorrect. Use a long bar. The idea here is that you have to train all of your muscles via their respective functions, and this one happens to be seldomly done. Rather, people are typically just doing bicep curls. That's a really common source of leakage in your programming. You just do the most normal gym exercises. What you want is to make sure you cover all of your joint functions. So in this case, it's elbow flexion, which is the curl, and supination. Lateral raises with dumbbells. I don't oftentimes do this exercise. It's been a little bit painful in the past, or I've at least suspected it to have been the source of my pain. With that said, I don't like ignoring things. So I'm doing it now and just seeing how it goes. Ignoring things creates leaks. Rear delt flies. I don't oftentimes do this exercise either, and that's because the rear delts don't feel that involved. Rather, this feels more like a rhomboid exercise. Instead, I do a lot of other rear delt stuff. And here we go, meal number 3, smoothie number 2. I like it, but I don't really care. It's just nutrition to me. It's about 500 calories and 30 grams of protein, and that's what I want. And now we're going to do a barbell row, which I set up with a plank just prior to. Hopefully I'll retain some tension in my midsection or my core, which will make the barbell row safer. You'll notice I'm bent down to almost 90 degrees. This is actually correct technique for a barbell row. You'll get more lats this way. And the reason is that their points of origin make this the most mechanically disadvantageous position to be in. And now I'm eating a salad. I actually really like the salads I make, but that's not what's most important to me. What's most important to me is that they're 500 calories and that they're not a smoothie. So I get something to chew on, which is good for me. And now we're hitting up the reverse paddler, which is an anti-rotation. What we found regarding the lower back section of the core is that it's more suited for stability than it is mobility. So these anti-rotations are great. Here we've got a great ab exercise. You're in plank position, so you're somewhat safe. You're doing a reverse crunch with your feet on the ball. It's called hip flexion with the ball. And now we've got another exercise called put the ball back on the rack. I'm not very good at this one, so yeah. And now we're talking about another 500 calories down the gullet in smoothie form. I'm going to take this opportunity to remind you that bodybuilding, strength sports, and fitness are very loosely, if at all, associated with comfort eating or eating for entertainment. Rather, it's about eating for nutrition, first and foremost. With that said, that's really not that bad because you're always full and you generally enjoy the foods that you get to eat. The only thing you really have to watch out for is self-medicating via food. Back at it with the Copenhagen plank, inner thigh or adductor exercise. Excellent, 100% necessary if you want to be a good squatter. One thing that you may find is that the bottom leg works not just as hard, but pretty darn hard as well as the upper leg. So if you go from one leg to the next in short succession, just like I'm doing here, you might find that you get halfway through your second set and kind of die like I'm about to do. There we go, finish it up. Now we're getting back to the single-legged deadlift. I'm getting much better at these. The sides are evening out. This is a great exercise to do just that. Even out your right and left leg in regards to hip extension. That's very important for your back health. Finally, we've got some shoulder work. I'm doing a single arm reverse fly. Doing it unilaterally like this allows you a little bit greater range of motion than if you did it bilaterally. And now we're going to do a new kind of experimental exercise for me. It's the unilateral Y on the cable. Great for the lower traps, and you probably get some lateral head of the delt in there too. Finally, the last meal of the day, I'm gonna have 5 Swedish smörgåsar as well as a smoothie. So we're up at about 1,200 or 1,300 calories. I'm not eating this too late at night or it'll keep me up all night. Hope you had a fun time watching this vlog and that it was entertaining and that you learned something. I'll see you the next time.